y'all. APG Jamie here. And today, let's do some jelly. Jelly plating, registered trademark of Gelli Arts. APG Jamie here. So we're going to be doing some bath powder, baby powder, whatever kind of powder you want to call it. And we're going to use some fine graphite powder resist today. And we're going to use 2 stencils by Joan Smithies from istencils.com under the artist of Patty Tolly Parrish heading. And yeah, we're using 2 or 3 of them. Or 1 iStencils and then 2 Joan Smithies, I think. Anyways, moving along. So we've got a video that's around 17 minutes, and I played printing, for over an hour, and then I actually made some stuff from the print. That's the bestest. Well, is that the best part? I don't know. Actually, mono printing's the best part. I don't know. Well, anyways, I had fun. And I think for the most part, I remembered to turn autofocus off. Oh, y'all, that last video. Sorry about that. It wasn't the whole video. Anywho, and that one I said I would do the graphite and bath powder resist technique the next time I jelly printed, and that's what I'm doing. And hopefully I don't make colors try to go together that really aren't friendly together, but I'm not going to say it doesn't happen. It's just, So I'm making these for greeting cards, and so I have those strips. Oh, sorry, Champ. I ran over Champ. Sorry, Champ. Well, I didn't run over him. I kicked him with the chair. Kicked him. I didn't kick him. Anywho, those are regular sheets of cardstock cut in half lengthwise, because I kind of had a plan, an idea. Because I got this paper crimper thing, and I don't never, I tell you, use it. And I saw it up there, and I'm like, girl, you need to use this thing. You've only used it like 3 times. Use it or get rid of it. And I'm like, no, I'm going to use it because I don't want to get rid of it. So that was my initial thought, was I'm going to make some stuff that I can paper crimp. Oh, sorry for all that wackly noise, y'all. My speaker is falling slowly down my face. Anyway, that's the graphite powders. I know you can't see it that well because it doesn't take much, and a little bit is enough. Just saying. Okay. I think this ends up being one of my favorites. And I've got a bigger plate. And it was actually 13 by 9, and I think I cut it down to 11 and a half-ish, 11-ish. Because I can. It's mine. I paid for it. Just saying. Boy, that's a pretty red. I think I've said that before, too. It's true. It's still true. And I'm fanning it just to get it a little dry, because I want it to be just a little dry, and I'm going to put a little of the powder on there. It's not recommended that you breathe powder, and especially not recommended that you breathe graphite powder, because it is a fine powder as well. So wear a mask, y'all. You can get just a little inexpensive mask from, the home improvement store, the drugstore, probably the grocery store, probably just put near anywhere you can get some of them little inexpensive masks. And I suggest you wear one. Okay, especially if you have allergies and asthma and breathing issues and stuff like that. Just saying. You can also wear them when you're working on stinky paint. Because some of that product is stinky, y'all. So I'm just working along. I'm a happy little camper. That's a dark brownie red. I have a list of ingredients in the description box below that will include the names of the stencils And I don't think I list out the paints, though. Although, if you go back and you look at, if you follow my Facebook page, which is Artist Poet Girl, aka APG Jamie on Facebook, there is a picture on there of the stuff I was using in this video, because I put that on there as a promo to the video, so you can see. And I think you can probably pretty clearly see the actual paints that I used, because I used different brands and different colors. And yeah, don't have a paint sponsor. Oh, and if you're trying to use up old paints, I do suggest Gelli printing. I'm not sponsored by nobody, y'all. So anyway, because it's a good way to use up paints. Just saying. If you're trying to get rid of them old paints, you know, that developed the little paint boogers and stuff like that. And oh, who doesn't love crispy bits on their Gelli plate? Just saying. Oh, love these Jones Smithy stencils. Now, some of these are going to end up surprising us, because I'm just essentially using some of them to swab up some of the extra paint through the stencil. But they come out kind of interesting, cool, neato pedo too. Just saying. Oh, graphite powder. And when you see me tap it, I close the lid and then I tap off the extra that was stuck on the lid, because I did put the graphite powder in an old Gold Bond powder bottle. Say that fast twice even. Some of y'all may recognize that from my last Gelli print foray. That was one of those really unattractive ones. Now over on the right, I am brayering off my brayer to clean it off, and I am also laying the stencil over there and rubbing over it with a scratch paper or whatever to get the excess paint off the back of the stencils. I don't clean my stencils real often, but when I do, I soak them in a tub of warm water with Murphy's oil soap. It doesn't take a whole lot of that, and I tend to soak them overnight or over weekend, you know, depending. Could be over weekend. I love this one, y'all. Oh, it's just gorgeous one. So any hoots, and then when I come back, I just take a fingernail brush like you clean your fingernails with, and just scrub that loosely over them, and the paint just comes right off. But don't put that sludge down your drain, people. I toss mine out in the yard. I know a lot of people, they take a piece of cardboard, just a piece of trash cardboard, and they pour it gently onto the scrap cardboard outside, and that way the water runs off and it gets in your grass and your yard, your flower bed, your whatever, but the paint bits stay on the cardboard, and then you can just recycle the cardboard. And ta-da! So I'm making these little prints because I'm like, well, I want these little printy things because I want to make circles out of them, but I don't want a full coverage thing kind of thing. So I'm just using a little mini square Gelli plate, little baby Gelli plate, and black, and that there stencil from istencils.com. Link and information in the description box below. Hey, y'all, when you're looking at the description box, if you've not already subscribed, go ahead and click on subscribe, okay? And ring the bell if you want notifications, if you have notification options turned on your YouTube account. So there you go. Thank you. I love you. So now I'm trimming these off to more better size. I don't know what size. Oh, these were the hose sheets that I didn't cut in half, and I'm trimming them down. Some of them have an edge I don't really like, and so I'm just trimming it off, and it's okay. Nothing has to be precise, y'all, just saying. I like just that edge right there. You can do that. You can like just portions of stuff. And I'm going to die cut circles out of these things because they make interesting prints. Let's go to the die cutting machine, y'all. So I'm taking one die out of each of those sets. And making a whole new set. Just saying, y'all. And that's a piece of brayer off paper, and we're just going to die cut it. Come on, get it going, girl. Get it going. batting station's not necessarily cleaned up very often. That one doesn't cut all the way through because it's not supposed to cut that edge. So I trimmed it with the scissors. Not a bad die, it just isn't supposed to cut that edge. So just so you know. Now you know. Then we're going to pull that off. And look, it makes a pretty cool little circles. Get out that extra bit. Put it in the recycle bag. And this has a bunch of little square hole thingies. We're going to pull that off. Thunk it. Poke that in the recycles. That's my recycle bag, y'all. Put all my paper bits in there. And now we're back at the desktop. And we're going to ink the edges. We're inking around our card panel thingies. And then we're going to ink the circles and whatever that thing is. Cut out circle thingy bibby. Now you see why I call them industrial, because to me they remind me of industrial type stuff. You know, the hidden parts in buildings. You know, like that could be like a manhole cover. Here's that fancy crimper, y'all. I've had this thing years. I couldn't even tell you how old it was. That's how old it is. And I have used it a few times, just not often. It's a big tool, so it's kind of, you know. Anyway, I'm like, I want to use it. So see, it puts waves in there. Oh, y'all crimped up. Does that crimp your style? Doesn't crimp my style. Sometimes I like crimps. Y'all remember back in the 80s, in the big hair days, when people used to crimp their hair? Oh, Lord, I was a hairdresser back then, and that was an all-day job, crimping people's hair. Just saying. Look at that. I'm only 34. So now we're going to line these up, and I'm like, no. I need a solid black. So I go back and I die cut some solid black circles, only bigger, which I don't show you that because it's just die cutting some black circles. So let's line this out and see what we think. And I'm like, yeah, baby, I like that. Yeah, baby. And I think the background, the Gelli printed background, is interesting now, that more interesting with the crinkles in it. The crimp. Just saying. And two of them I forgot to crinkle up. Just saying. But you know, I only show you a couple of them that I put together. But there'll be a photo montage in about half an hour. No, more like 3 minutes or so. Anyway, and you'll see all the ones that I made. I die cut some words, and there's a list of just ingredients in the description box below. Click on the word more to see more, including ingredients and other information. Just saying. I was going to use those glitter glues, but I changed my mind about that. So I'm using the Xyron for this, and I ran out of Xyron sticker tape. And I know I have some ordered. I ordered some, and I know it, but I cannot find it. So anyway, that last one, I'm just going to have to use glue on it. So you burnish that down real good. I didn't quite get it real good, but that's okay. I fixed those parts. And we're just going to put that on white cardstock. Now the letters punch out, so I also have a whole handful of letters. You know, alphas, the little alphabet bits. And I'm drawing in there because I want to add just a touch of glitter. And this is my favorite Gelli Roll Stardust, and it adds just a touch of shimmer. You can't hardly see it on the video, and I don't think it shows up real well in the pictures, but you can see it in real life. Just saying. Just saying, y'all. Oh, I'm using the ATG Advanced Tape Glider. Gun. We can always add gun on the end of it. And there we go. Look at that. Now on the inside, I didn't show you, I cut copy paper down to fit on the inside, and I double-sided taped that on the inside so that anyone sending a greeting card will have a white inside to write on. A white inside on the inside to write on. Talk about mind bending, y'all. Oh, possibilities are endless. Dreams are forever. Discover everything. What else? Oh, we're going with discover on this one. So I put those on the white card and I trimmed them. They are not perfectly straight. I'm sure you can tell. Don't get a ruler. I have them. I don't answer to them. So I just set that on there under a weight for a little bit and let it kind of stick down and dry. Because remember, we're working on a bumpy surface now that that's crimped. I know, embossing folders, y'all. Just think embossing folders because, you know, you could do that too. So we're going to adhere this one down. I don't know what we do next, y'all. It's a surprise for everybody. Another minute and a half of the video. It's getting close, y'all. Getting close. I like it. Make me stinking happy. Oh, I'm going to stamp my door on the back. Now, I would use purple because it's my Purple Door Studio, but it doesn't show up on black, so I'm using rose gold. Photo montage. Discover possibilities. Discover. Yes, I may read every one of them to you. I don't know. That was kind of blurry. What happened with that? I don't. Oh, there you can see a little bit of that Jelly Roll Stardust. Pretty, y'all. These make me so stinking happy. Oh, jelly plate, stencils, greeting cards. Oh, discover wonder, y'all. Look at that. Doesn't that look kind of industrial? Create wonder, y'all. Just saying. I love that green one, y'all. It just makes me so stinking happy. It's just full of that graphite. Oh, that does stain your jelly plate. Just saying. Dreams create possibilities. Thanks so much for your valuable time, your kind comments, your likes, your shares, your subscriptions. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.